Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. You would not believe the difference a week has made since I did this walkabout in the backyard, but I'm going to share with you what is blooming. It looks so good. And right here is just some annuals I pick up to make some beautiful container arrangements. But friends, let's start over here, okay? The alliums are blooming here. Look at that. And the shrubs are looking so healthy and lush. Just look at the garden, friends. Look at this Corabelle hooker. I don't know what's going on here, but it has spread. But I'm loving the look. So definitely in fall, I'm going to take some out and put it elsewhere in the garden. Last fall, I did it with this one. You could see the difference, right? But nevertheless, it's looking so good. And you could see our salvias. You could see some little bloom coming up there. It's going to look so pretty. And then that's the Shasta daisy over here. And we have more salvias here, and then we have snapdragons there. And friends, look at the beautiful clematis. Look at the blooms on here. And you could see our lilies already putting on some bloom heads. And look at the Shasta daisy here and more lilies in the center. And friends, look at the peonies. I'm so happy I'm doing this so that way you can capture what's blooming on a weekly basis. I'm trying to do this weekly as time permits me to. But look at this beautiful peony. Oh, I love it so much. And look at the center. And very important, if you have peonies or you decide to put peonies in your garden, very important you have a support for them, otherwise they will flop over. And I leave my support out all year, and when they start to grow, they're there, they fill in. I don't have to worry about staking them. And look at the blushing bride hydrangea. We have some buds on here already. And I'm going to step over these. These are more annuals I have to put in containers. And friends, I did these begonias with you maybe over a month ago, and you could see they're already budding out. When it gets really warmer, that's when they take off. I think it takes several weeks for them to start to grow, but I'm so happy to see some signs going on there. And in my pot here, these are poppies I did. Yes, I'm waiting for them to start to bloom. But anyways, let me go over here and let me share this with you. And friends, over here we have more peonies getting ready to bud out. And if you're gonna pick peonies, I think this is the stage you should pick them in. It lasts longer. They will open up in the vase for you. And if you want instant blooms like these beauties over here, you can definitely pick your peonies like this. But if you want a longer bloom in your vase, I think this is how you need to pick them. But friends, let me show this to you. All right friends, I went inside to get my tag to show you something very important. To keep your plant tag. All right, so look at this beautiful lily. It's supposed to be Landini. Friends, it's supposed to be this color. Just look at that. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I was looking forward to the dark deep purple against the green foliage here, but you know what, it's okay. I'm happy it's blooming. But just to let you know, when you purchase items at times, this is what could happen to you, right? Completely different, but that's okay. This one that we pre-sprouted together earlier, maybe I think in January I pre-sprouted this, but it's blooming and nevertheless it's still pretty. And here's our beautiful fuchsia looking peonies. These came with the house. I have no clue what type it is, but regardless, I'm just loving it. Look at that, friends. The sad part of peonies, the blooms don't last, but they're worth it. If you don't have a peony in your garden, I strongly recommend getting one or two and you will enjoy it. And here's one hiding behind the tree here. And then the Rose of Sharon is here. Start to put on some buds for me. The one is a white Rose of Sharon I planted in fall. It was in clearance. I got it really cheap on clearance. If you're new to my channel, special welcome to you. And if you're returning, I'm happy to have you here. Most of the plants in my garden I did purchase from the clearance sections at the local garden centers, because we all know gardening can be very expensive. Anyway, so let's pan over here and show you what's going on this side. And then we have the echinacea with some buds already. I can't wait to see these bloom. These are this hot orange. These ones, I think they're from Proven Winners. And friends, look at that. This spread. Yes, I didn't have that much last year. This spread. Then we have some more lilies there. More echinacea behind there. And then this is a nandina. And look at the beautiful hostas, friends. I dug this out in fall and somehow a root was still in the ground and it came back, but that's fine. But look how pretty the foliage looks. I'm loving it. And I planted up some salvia. This I grew from seed. I got it from Baker Creek and I planted seeds inside. Red is this fiery red. It's so pretty. And then the lupine is doing well here. This one was from my winter sowing. And then I have a peony here. No blooms on it for this year, but that's okay. And then here is my balloon flower. Oh, I love balloon flowers. Love it so much. And then these ones, I think these ones should be my Phytolaria, camouflaging in between the bleeding heart. And then I have more echinacea right here. Let me stand back and give you a view of what this side looks like. And just excuse the containers in the ground. I have a lot of work to do to pot up all these annuals I purchased. Alrighty friends, let's move over here. And then these are some Joseph's coat. I started these seeds inside and they're doing so well. These remind me of coleus. You plant them for the foliage, not the blooms. They don't give you any blooms. But look how pretty this is. And here's the other side of the backyard. We have the spirea blooming. Look how large this got, right? It just, everything looks so healthy and lush in the back. I'm loving the back and the front also. Everything is doing very well. And here's my free Japanese maple. I got in a crack at the front of the garage. I took it out and I planted it in here last year and it's doing well. My neighbor has a large Japanese maple tree in the front. So it sets seedlings all over. And here we have the lily of the valley. And the bleeding heart is still going. Still have some blooms in here. And right here, friend, is a hydrangea. Yes, hydrangea is all the way in there too. Here it is. And then we have more peonies going on behind there. But I love how everything just blends as one, right? And there's just different plants for different seasons of interest. We have spring, we have summer, we have fall, and then we have some winter interest also. And here is the hosta peeping out of here. This one, as I told you guys before, along with this one here, I dug them out and they came back, but that's okay. And then here we have the Shasta daisy. And friends, here it is. You guys remember when I added this trellis here for support? And look at the clematis. So I try to do what I have on one side and the other side, just to give it a balance in the back here. But look at the blooms, friends. Loving it. These were from Lowe's clearance section. They were $7 in clearance. They had a ton of them. And friends, I almost purchased a lot, but I'm like, where am I going to put them? They need support to climb. So I got two and I'm happy about that. So more than likely, I probably would add another one, but different color. So I'll keep my eyes out for the clearance section. And then we have a lot of new buds coming out here. And tucked in here, there's another hosta. And then we have some lilies that we pre-sprouted too in a pot. Those should be the red ones. And the lupines are still blooming. And on this side we have a rose of Sharon, as we do on the other side. And I'm not sure what's going on with this, but that's okay. Sometimes you win and you lose in the garden, right? But perfectly fine. So let me pan back and give you a look of what this side looks like. And I'll go over here slowly so you can see. And then this is the patio here. I have a lot of stuff going on here. My rose garden is over there. I'm working on a video to share that with you. And let me pan around here slowly for you, friends. To the back here is my ice and fire hydrangea. That should be blooming maybe in a few weeks. And I have daffodils there. That's those messy foliage, but that's fine. I have to leave them alone so they could die back to the ground. And I have this hot poker. It came back. I planted last year. It was a clearance plant and it's coming back. And then these are some primrose I have here that I winter soak, giving them a chance to get bigger before I put them in the ground. So I cleaned up this area because I had a lot of winter sowing jugs out here. I planted everything. And then we have some echinacea here. I just have to find a spot where to put these from the winter sowing. But let me back up here and give you a look of what the front looks like. And I can't wait to share these containers with you, get them all potted up. And we did these together. These are elephant ear. And look, friends, those are some poppies that we did in the winter. You could see I'm having some buds already. I can't wait for them to bloom. And those seeds were from the dollar store. Yes, California poppy. And then here we have more salvia from seeds. Looking so good. Friends, I'll be sharing my rose garden with you soon. As you can see, I have some buds already coming in here. I love this one. This one is a South Africa belt rose. I think last year or the year before. I'm telling you, time is just flying by. I purchased it from Home Depot. And the other roses around it, they're specialty roses from heirloomroses.com. Look at this pink one. I think this one is a happy birthday. And then the other one over there, that should be a Lady Sierra, I think it's called. But anyway, so I'll give you another video with that. And let me just back up here so you can get a view of what the backyard looks like. And yes, the table needs to be cleaned off once I get all these annuals planted. But this is the back of the house with a fish pond. And then lining here all the way down here, these are roses, and I have some Rose of Sharon in there. And these roses are already blooming, friends. They're not in full bloom, but they've started to bloom already. So I'll dedicate a video just for the roses for you, so that way you can just enjoy it. And let me go over here and show you more of the roses. And these are our canna lily that we planted up together to give us some tropical island vibes. Yes. And here we are. Look at this, friends. I planted these last year. I'm loving it. And these ones are the knockout roses. Looks so pretty. And I'm not sure if you remember when I pruned these in March. Yes, I really give them a harsh pruning. And they're looking so healthy. But let me go back over here and give you another overview. So here's the peonies again, because next week they might be out of bloom. You know how much I love my peonies. Just look at them. And I have more peonies I planted in the rose garden bed, but they will not do anything for me until next year. So I'm enjoying and looking forward to sharing those with you. And here we are, the white peonies here, friends. And the clematis. All right, friends, I hope you enjoy this backyard update, walk around with me, so you can see what's going on here. And then I'm gonna do the front, and I'll do then another video for you so you can actually see what's blooming in the front. All right, take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for watching. Let me know what's blooming in your garden. All right, cheers.